Because I have so many tutorials already online, I was not going to go through the whole process. I have so many videos. All you gotta do is watch them. I explain it all the same. I have now. No, you do not need a net or a cap. You do not. I've been asked that question a lot. What I'm doing is not mandatory, but I do it because it works for me. The net's purpose is to protect the hair from really tight strings, because it's putting more on the net than the hair. If I'm explaining this correctly, I feel like I got a big forehead. You could thank my mama for that. And the removal process. I was really trying to remember what I was talking about. Yeah, the removal process. When I'm taking out strings, out of my own head, you see how the string blends in so well with my own hair? That would be kind of hard to tell the difference. And I have been known to cut my hair. That is a very upsetting thing. Where you pull out something this long, like, no, you are like ready to cry. So with the net, I mean, you can obviously tell if I'm pulling up the track and I see the string, all I have to do is cut the string, as opposed to trying to figure out what's the string and what's my hair. That's the point of this for me. All right, it's sewn on. I didn't I left that alone because, I mean, it's not going to be shown anyways, and no need trying to pull it up in my hair and put undue stress on my hair, because I do not want to put stress on it. I actually took one of those nets that's just laid out in the square shape, and I put it on my head and just sewed it on and cut the rest off. So now I'm going to sew it on. I think I'm going to do the technique I did in the very first tutorial I've ever done. If you want to see it, you're gonna have to go to my channel page. I'm gonna try to link it, but yeah, I'll just link it. That's a lot easier because y'all ain't gonna know how to find it. It's very, very old video, but the technique, well, it's not that old, Lord, but the technique is definitely what I'm going to do now, and it gives you an entirely different look. That video where it's a song, I Love Your Hair, and you just see me throwing around my head all over the place. That weave, yes, honey. So yeah, I'll link that as well. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna sew all this on and leave my head alone. Okay, I hope y'all can see me. I don't have a screen to see what you're looking at. Is that okay? Can you see me? I can't hear you, but just let me know. I'm assuming this is right. I really wasn't gonna record this. Now I think about it, the last closing video I was wearing a red shirt. But I decided, because I'm trying a new technique and I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but I always like to try new things, so let's see. Closing in the sewing, I want to make it non-existent. I don't even like it to show. So what I've done so far is this is actually a pretty good one. This is Bobby Boss Hair. All the info for the hair is in the description. Please don't ask me, because I'm not going to answer you, because it's in the description. Alright. I like it because I made the tracks very close together. Very close. You ain't even going to be able to see it. Like, they're very close. I used one entire bag. The longer, it's 12 and 14-inch hair. This is 1B. I wanted one just because I like the contrast of really dark hair, but oh well. So 12 and 14, and I used the 14-inch on the bottom to fill it all out and to really, you know, obviously add the length. And the 12 up front. And I wasn't sure if I'd have enough because I made them so close, but honestly, in the middle and towards the top, you can space them out a little more. No one's going to know because you're going to cover it with more hair. This is Amarama. I'm liking this one. Okay. I actually went back to the old way I used to do things. As you saw, I braided them all very thin, and I sewed it very close together, actually, especially in the front. There's about 2 tracks on this one braid in the front, and I like how it looks. And now, I actually did this by mistake watching a show. I made it like this instead of a circle. But then I just noticed how this is perfectly closed, and I would actually want the closing to be around here. So what I'm going to do, I decided, is just fill it in. You can never go wrong just filling it in slowly, because then you could always avoid making a big mistake, as opposed to taking an entire track out and measuring it and then realizing it's wrong halfway through the sewing. So I decided to just start filling it in. I cut out a very small piece that would cover right here, and I'm going to sew it in, and I'm just going to continue to sew them in, because you really won't be able to see the tracks because they're all going to be covered, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to keep covering them in, and I'm going to basically try to make it just this tiny little dot. So here we go. Have hair out, because I keep getting asked that question. I keep forgetting to tell you all. I don't have, I had my fro out before, like very recently, and it's growing nicely, and I want to keep it that way. So, and I want it to grow evenly. Just my own personal experience and observance, I don't like leaving my hair out, because my hair is very delicate, and fine, basically thin, naturally thin. So it can't withstand, well, it can, but I don't like the effects of it when you're putting constant heat on it, because being natural and then having your hair out, because that's how you would put it in a ponytail, you would part your hair and have, this is your own hair right here, and you just do it on the around the entire perimeter of your head, and just leave that out on its own, like set it to the side, pin it up, braid your hair, sew in your hair, and then you would straighten out the excess hair and just prop it up and blend it in, basically. I don't trust my natural hair to blend well with this hair. It'll straighten out nicely, but it'll actually look a lot like this. This looks thick, obviously. You know, that won't be the case, and it doesn't cover up tracks as well as I would like it to, so that's why I don't do that with my hair. And that's why you always see me doing styles that cover the entire head. You're free, obviously, to do the oh my goodness, I'm sorry, do the ponytail, but unless you know what you're doing with your hair, which most women don't, especially your own hair, and protecting it, I don't recommend leaving it out like that. I don't. I know my hair, and that I want it to be protected from this hot sun, so that's why I put a weave on it. Even when I had my fro out, hi Blue, it negatively affected my hair. My hair was just hot, and you know, I don't like that. I don't like that, and it's probably because of the city I'm in. They don't have trees or anything protecting you from the sun, so I was like right in the sun, as opposed to maybe where you're located, there might be less sun burning into you. Yeah. Yep. Is that all I want to say about the ponytails? Yeah. Do the ponytail, leave the hair out. Reason I don't do it, I explained that. Alright, cool. Back to the hair. Another thing, I get asked a lot how I make the hair just stay like this. The razor, honey, the razor. I don't wet my hair. I hear it's recommended. I don't like it. I don't like wetting my hair with water before I cut it. You can do that. That's absolutely fine. I have much success not doing it, so I feel that's up to personal preference, just as this is. This gives it a more natural look, and honestly, you're manipulating the hair, you're cutting it, so it goes in whatever form you want. It was straight like this and in my face and annoying. I parted it to the side. I took the thin end just because I'm not trying to remove tons of hair. I'm just trying to shape it, and I shape with this side. I'm not sure what the stylists out there, the licensed stylists would say, but I know that shaping it works well for me on this side. I think I'm right. Hey, I like to tell you, I can't say that. I am a professional. I'm not educated in hair. I haven't gone to school for it, but I am very educated as far as just experience and discussing a lot with hairstylists. I think that's helpful, and being innovative. So, makes sense. All right, take it, and I'm not going to cut anymore because I've cut it enough, but I really just go just like that, just up and down. And if you've ever seen girls tease their hair, you know, where they're doing this to give it body, you know how you'll take the comb and go back and forth and give it that extra body, which actually I don't mind that. Well, that's basically what I'm doing with this, but obviously bringing it in the direction I want it to go, and it makes it just fall there automatically. It does. So it's not in your face. And do it as much as you want. If you don't have a razor, just take some scissors. Don't go like this. Just take the scissors and slide the blade all the way down to the end of only the hair you're cutting. Don't take the whole thing, and no, just this part because you're shaping it, and it'll mold. And to ensure that it does more so, because I don't like it like this. I don't like it when it's just sitting like that. I like it to come over a little, and I just like this style, obviously. So I wrap it. I can't say I wrap it every night. I do get lazy, but I wrap it. And having it in that, and I would use bobby pins to hold it, and having it in that position for a while definitely helps shape it. Obviously, just like rollers help shape it. I hope I'm breaking it down. Got me? Most of you already know this, so don't feel insulted. You know, I'm just sharing.